Hi there. Quickly going to talk to you about tax in Spain. I've got the mad hair today, as you notice, and I'm on my way to the tax office. Why? Well, every year you do a tax declaration in Spain, and generally you pay too much, and then you get the money back. Now, they used to say that you do your tax declaration for the start of June, and you'd have the money back by the end of the year. It was a good way of saving for Christmas. This year, because of the crisis in inverted commas, they've decided that they're going to pay everyone back before the end of July, or rather, they're going to pay 95% of the people back. Now, today's 2 days before the end of July, so I'm going to the tax office to ask them when I'm going to be paid. Now, what are tax rates in Spain? Well, they're actually very low compared with other places, and I'll go into that a bit later on. Okay, so I call that a result. Before I had to go to the tax office, I walked around to my bank just to check that it hadn't been put in, and guess what? Some of it had been put in. And this is one of the things about the Spanish tax declaration. Some of it's been put in, and the reason is that last year the tax declaration was better for us if we did it with a joint declaration, my wife and myself, and this year it turned out it was better for us if we did a separate declaration, my wife and myself. So the tax office have returned my money, but they've not returned my wife's money yet. But that's okay. 29th of July, they've done what they promised. They get the money before the end of July this year. It's unusual for a government to keep its promises, isn't it? Anyway, the way you find out whether it's better to do a joint or an individual declaration is go to a gestor. Now, a gestor is a sort of an accountant in Spain, and they do tax declarations, and you'll find out what's the best way to declare your tax. And obviously, if you're going to have to pay because you haven't paid enough during the year, it also helps that you don't have to pay as much out if you're doing a joint one as opposed to an individual one, or vice versa. But until you actually look into it, you won't know which one is which. So make sure when you're doing your tax declaration, you get good advice. My gestor here in La Pobla is brilliant for tax declarations. If you really want some help, just give him a call. He doesn't speak English though, so you need to speak Spanish. But even so, presenting the papers, they'll give you a good deal. Okay, just a couple more facts about tax in Spain. If you come to Spain and you've got quite a bit of money to spend, or to save or whatever, and you earn quite a lot of money, you've got to realise that tax rates in Spain are a lot lower than in the UK now. With the recent hike in tax to up to 50% in the UK, the maximum in Spain is 40%, but there are lots of bands below there. Every penny or every cent more or less is a band, and if you're coming over as an executive working for a Spanish company, you can actually get away with 23 to 24% tax rates, which isn't bad. Other thing you've got to bear in mind is that your savings rate, if you've got money that's saved and earns you interest, in the UK, the interest on savings, for example, is going up to 50% very soon. We're just ducking under this tree. It's currently around 40, I believe. In Spain, tax on savings on interest earned is 18%. Another good reason to put your money into a Spain account. Many good reasons to come over to Spain. The fact that it is now a low tax country is one of the best.